This is the beginning of the journey when I verbally said I need to spend more time with God. October 14th, day one, my spiritual retreat. So I woke up Monday morning with all kinds of emotions going through my head about the next 3 days. And not so much as being away from my family, but mostly being away by myself. I'm off to explore myself in God. After driving for an hour and 20 minutes, I arrived. When I drove up on the site, it looked just like what Airbnb or the host posted. Make your way through here, and then I'm gonna park. I just bag in. I think I'm gonna park right here where the entrance is this way. Okay, that's the host property. Further up, and I'm here for the next 2 days, and this is beautiful. So just listen out, rather, for this journey. This is an intentional move, being away from everything that is familiar to me, so I can just center myself and listen to God. All right, amen. So I've made it here, and this is my location for the next 48 hours. This is an A-frame tiny home. For those of you who know me, know that I'm truly fascinated by tiny homes. So right here is the A-frame tiny home, and if you look, as I gauge over to the left, you'll see where I use the restroom as well as take a shower. So I'll show that a little bit later, but this is such a neat space. It runs off solar panels, so all of our energy comes from there. You have your fire pit area, and you have your hammock, and I've opened the A-frame wall to expose my indoors to my outdoors, and I lit my candles, my insect candles, and as I spend these next 2 days here, I'm going to spend a lot of time out here in prayer, and definitely in prayer and in meditation. So as I open the door, you'll see this is my sanctuary. It's very small, but that's okay. I kind of cleaned my area up with my linen, and this is where I'm going to sleep. And they have the coffee area, and I've added some more of my stuff in there. And yeah, this is very inspirational. Believe in your own magic, and life is a journey and not a destination. Follow the area. It's so serene here. They also have a net here that I may open up. But yeah, this is my space. Isn't this beautiful? For the next 48 hours. All right. I'll check back in later. This is all about being still and just taking this time to surrender everything and listen to God. And so that's what I'm doing. All right. After lifting the A-frame door and putting my lawn chair out with candles to repel the insects, I just sat there living in that moment. I decided to take a shower. All right, another cool experience. Just finished taking a shower, and you could adjust your water temperature. This is so awesome. Warm, hot. Well, it was a hot shower, and so I don't want to use up all their hot water. But yeah, then they give you this light. So there's enough light, and I ended up bringing my own light. And then there's a little rack to put your personal items in while you're while you're taking a shower. And I can hang my towels here. This is so cool. Okay. All right. I'm off to night night. Well, not yet, but I wanted to make sure I took a shower while it was still daylight so I wouldn't be walking in the woods in the dark. All right. Okay. Till we meet again. This is night one, and I am lying down. I just finished listening to a sermon by Sarah Jake Roberts. Been truly blessed by that. Getting ready to journal. But as I sit here, I think about, there's so many things going through my mind. And one is just a spirit of peace while I'm here. And removing the fear because I am out in the woods. So there's a neighbor beside me, but there's also a pond there too. So they would have to cross over the pond to get to me. But I am sitting here just thinking and praying that Lord give me a spirit of peace, bestow peace upon me during this time, and remove scariness and fear of being out here. So what I just said was, Lord, cover me. Cover me. And as I was driving here, that was one of my prayers, to cover me and protect me. And so I dwell in that He is covering me and protecting me while I'm here. Amen. The time is now 4:17, and I've been back at my tiny A-frame for quite some time, for about 5 hours. This morning I went into town to get a little breakfast, and it's Senoia Coffee and Cafe. And as I entered the cafe, in the coffee shop, it was a small, rustic brick building, just your ideal downtown or in town type of establishment. And people were there, of course, eating breakfast, and there were a few business meetings going on, and it was just a refreshing morning to go into a place and not feel like I'm in a rush. Stayed there for about maybe an hour, and I walked out, got a cup of coffee, and I walked out, and I went into a court area, and it was surrounded by local businesses, boutiques, and spas. It's just amazing, gift shops, just amazing places to shop, especially if you're visiting. But I didn't want to shop. I didn't have a desire to shop. I just wanted to breathe. As I was leaving out of the downtown area, I took a back road. I noticed the name of the building, and it was called Serenity House. And I thought, Serenity House, that's just amazing. And I thought about peace and calm and tranquil. And that's really what this retreat has been for me: peace, calm, and tranquil. So I came back to the tiny house, and I'm just sitting here, really, again, listening. All right, this is day 3, and this is my last day. I'm getting ready to head back to my everyday life. I am so thankful for this time away. It rained the entire night, but I slept like a baby. I slept throughout the entire night. And I'm like, I'm so grateful for that. It was a great experience. It taught me that this showed me or proved to me that I can do whatever I put my mind to. This was a great example of just sticking through the plan. Just go on and sticking it out. Yesterday got a little rough, probably midday, because I just finished eating breakfast and I went into town and had an awesome time there. And I came home and I saw a four-legged creature, so I had to close the side A-frame. And you know, I wanted to be exposed. I didn't want to be enclosed in the room in the tiny house. So I eventually took a nap and I got back up and I was still afraid because I didn't know if that it wasn't a cat, so I didn't know if that would come around again. And I know animals sense fear, so I had to calm myself down. But eventually I opened it back up and everything was fine. But I'm just so grateful to be here today and or experience these past 3 days here. And like I said, it rained all night, but it was cool. It was cool. God gave me a comfort and peace to allow me to sleep throughout the night because I asked for it. I prayed for it earlier. I didn't want to spend another night like night one, tossing and turning and not really seizing this restful period. But I'm thankful. So I'm semi-packed. I got my things kind of put away. And I'm just sitting here taking in the fresh air. And I'll leave in about 20 minutes. But this has been a beautiful time. And I'm very grateful. All right. Amen. Well, it's that time. I'm getting ready to leave the premises. Got my luggage and everything right here. It's so cool that they provide a red wagon for you to unload and load your items. And I'm making my way. I'm passing my shower and restroom area, the outhouse. And if you notice, there are different stakes in the ground for various activities, like the campsite right here, where people can, I guess, rent out this space. And, let me go back. That compost toilet, I got you now, so I know what to do. But yeah, they have various sites here where you can just rent out the space and enjoy. So this is where I'm headed back to my car and back to civilization. Such an awesome experience. I definitely recommend, if you need to be still, go somewhere in solitude. And if you want to get a word from God, get away from all of the hustle and bustles of life. Just find a quiet place. And for me, my quiet place is removing myself away from everything. So I got some answers. I have some confirmations, and all is well. Ready to take on the world again until it's time for me to be still once more. All righty. Take care. Amen.